Hey, Facebook family. This gloomy Thursday. Giving a few moments for folks to join us on this really gray, murky day. It's, I don't know, I like rain, but I like rainstorms and thunderstorms, when it's kind of like drizzly, sort of wet, sort of humid. This isn't my favorite time, but I could feel a good thunderstorm coming. Hi, Holly, Jack, Danny, Christina. Hey, you guys. Hi, Mike. Good to see ya. Jake. Hey. I'm coming at you guys a little late today. I was gonna, I had a meeting that ran later. Thanks, Holly. Rocking the side ponytail. I'm like, I don't know. Trying to feel young. I'm young, I'm kidding. Hey Mo. Hi Nikki. Hey you guys. Well, hiya Jack. So I was running a little late today. A meeting went over, but then I know we have yoga at 6, and I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to get Zen. Did anyone join Karen for yoga tonight? Anyone that's on the feed? Love to hear about it. I'm repping my sober shirt. I don't know if you guys could see it, from our friends at the Phoenix out in Colorado. That's actually who we are modeled after, and they have these super cool shirts that say sober. Mine's getting old. The letters are starting to rub off, but I figured I'd give some shout outs to them today since they're an incredible crew. Hi Dennis. Hi Adam. Hi Nellie. Good to see you guys. Hi. Nellie, turns out, is my neighbor, like walking distance neighbor. Hi, Melissa. And although we haven't met in person, we're going to do a social distancing walk sometime real soon. So I'm excited for that. Let's see, today. It's just kind of a gloomy, murky day. Oh, yay, Phoenix. Just a gloomy day, kind of gray. I don't know if my allergies are starting to bother me, but my eyes are like itchy. All the allergy stuff. I think when you turn 30, all these things just appear. And every year they get a little more pleasant to deal with. But you know how we talk a lot about energy, exchange of energy, and what we put out into the world? Well, today, the reading from the Journey to the Heart is exactly, that's exactly what it's about. It talks about awaken your healing power. Right, my whole face is itchy from these allergies, which I'm a fidgety person anyway and touch my face a lot because I know I'm not allowed to, right? But I've been home, so whatever. So if I'm rubbing my nose, you know why. So awaken your healing power. Mike, wait till 50. Thanks, Mike. I am still so blown away that you're 50. I thought you were 40. And I still don't believe you're 50. You age very gracefully and very well. And hey, Tim, good to see you. Glad you're joining. So let's see. Awaken your healing power on this last day of April, right? April showers bring May flowers is what I'm trying to tell myself. I planted a bunch of stuff, and some stuff's growing, and some of the stuff I planted yesterday isn't looking too hot. So hoping these showers bring some life into whatever's happening in my yard, because it's not looking too hot. So from the traditional to the alternative, healers and healing energy can take many forms. Masseuses, hypnotics, chiropractors, medical doctors, herbalists, each may have a touch of healing to bring to us at just the right time and place. But the power to transmit healing energy isn't limited to those who work in hospitals or have mastered the ancient Chinese art of acupuncture. And that's really cool and interesting that this reading comes at this time, because you don't have to be a medical professional to be a nurse. You don't have to, or to be a healer. You don't have to be a nurse to be a healer. You don't have to be, educated in acupuncture or Chinese medicine. You can just be a healer. You can be intuitive. You can be empathic. You could be all these different things, and they're all like superpowers, healing powers. We each have the power to transmit healing energy to others and ourselves, regardless of our profession. We each have the ability to awaken that power and use it in the world around us through our chosen field of work. The man at the deli knows his customers' names and the details of their lives, then greets them with a warm, sincere, and healing smile. There is so much to eye contact. That is I would say, like, that is the way I connect. When I could really look into a person's eyes, it almost is this magical moment where I feel like our hearts touch or our souls connect on a deeper level. The eyes tell so much, but so does the smile, right? A true, genuine smile is so telling. I don't remember what happened today, but during my workout, I just started like full on laughing. I had a belly laugh that I have not had in a long time, and I didn't realize it because I didn't have it, right? I wasn't realizing that I was missing something. And then I just laughed, and it was so healing, right? It was so good for my soul. Let's see. Where did I leave off? The woman who decorates homes takes time to get to know enough about her clients so that the colors and objects in the home reflect where they are on their spiritual path. Friends and family members heal by using their gifts of intuition and speech to gently encourage and empower, the gift of thought to transmit healing messages, and the gift of touch to rub a stiff neck or sore shoulder. I always talk about that. Brandon. Hi, Brandon, for the love of God. It was not a laugh cry or a cry laugh. It was just like a belly laugh, a regular belly laugh. What was I trying to say? So that I talked about the reading mentions this gift of intuition. And in recovery, I've gotten the gift of intuition. I get these kind of intuitive thoughts. And if you want to talk about higher power, I would say that would be where I find intuition, or my higher power through intuition. Having that inner voice, that gut feeling, all the messages that my body sends me, the knot in my throat, my stomach drops when I sense danger or something, that's not great, or to like a caution or red flag, and other intuitive feelings around kind of what direction I should go and what steps I should take, right? But we transmit those too. And I do talk a lot about being messengers. We're all mirrors and we're all messengers for one another. And we can use our powers for good, and we could use our powers for not such good things, right? The power of our voices, we could use it to spread hope and to spread compassion and kindness. We could also use it to spread gossip, to put others down, to make ourselves feel better. So it's all in our motives, right? It's all in our motives. It's all in that intuitive kind of thought and feeling. Because we are all healers, right? It just depends where we put our power or how we apply our power. There are many ways each of us can creatively figure out how to incorporate and channel our healing powers into our daily life. See your favorite healers when you need to. On your path, be open to discovering new healers and combinations of practices that work for you, but don't limit who can bring healing into your life. Remember that you're a healer too. So new healing and practices, right? We talked about meditation. Brian does a meditation. John uses running. That's his healing source. For me, I would say weight training, working out is very healing. It's really the first thing I want to do. It's how I start the day. It wakes me up. For some people, showers wake them up, or they're healing. Showers are really healing too, to kind of wash away the day or the night or the stress, right? So this isn't just talking about like these spiritual kind of highly spiritual, intellectual practices. This is really just speaking to your everyday practices, the little things you do each day that you may not even pay attention to, but the ways in which they heal you and the ways in which you heal others. Right. Melissa, it's interesting. I'm watching X-Men: The Dark Phoenix. The Phoenix is a very powerful, beautiful beauty and destruction and creation. Yeah. And for the Phoenix, the organization, the Phoenix, it's rising from the ashes. The bird, the Phoenix, that rises up. And talking about recovery. The Phoenix is a sober, active community, and we are modeled after them. We implement their programs, essentially. So healing energy is the energy of love. Learn to let it flow through you. Brian Quinn talks about that a lot. I am having a really off day, guys. I can't seem to speak. I was reading something with a friend and I couldn't figure it out. I got stuck on all my words. But so Brian Quinn talks about love being like this superpower, this source of energy, this just healing, beautiful thing, right? And it is. If we all could show some compassion, some kindness. Love is the answer, right, to all of our problems. It's not romantic love, it's just this love of nature, this love of human beings, love of the life we have. I don't know if I was talking about this yesterday, but having this systemic national, international pause where we just take a break from everything. The earth takes a break from us, right? Pollution is down, smog is decreasing, hiking trails are getting much needed rest from all the erosion, right? So maybe this virus is attacking us, right? Because we've been the virus to the earth. And this is just cut me some slack today. I'm having these like existential feelings and I'm feeling my head's just like foggy from allergies and rainy days. Maybe like we're the problem. Maybe we've been the problem. And acceptance of like sitting still and giving the world a break. It's almost like, like Earth Day, a celebration of our world and of Earth. This is kind of what it reminds me of, celebrating Mother Nature and giving her not just a break, but some appreciation. Right, the big push is to get outside in safe ways, get outside, but appreciate the world, but in small crowds, like limit traffic, leave no trace, show respect to the world around us. Really basic principles. In many ways, we're being brought back to basics, right? Stop driving around aimlessly, stop going where you don't need to go, be with your family, sit with yourself, all these different lessons that we would not have experienced if we weren't forced to slow down. Right? I've said this before, like, didn't we ask for this? Didn't we ask for a break? Didn't we ask for things to slow down or take some time off? And I say this a lot, I'm not minimizing anyone's stress. I'm not minimizing anyone's experience or pain during this time. I'm just sharing my thoughts and my experience, and this level of acceptance that, I can't think about going back to a normal, or when I say things like when this is over, that takes me out of acceptance. That takes me out of the present world. This is my normal. And this is it. If this is how it has to be, this is how it has to be. Obviously, I miss my friends. I miss my recovery family. But just for me, the way that I get through it is to take each day as it is, not think about what happens when, right? Or what happens if. I just get up and I do what I can for the day, right? Do my best, but I show up for others. However that looks today may be different tomorrow. The circumstances are different. In the recovery world, it's ever changing, right? New developments, new opportunities, new experiences. We're constantly learning and growing, and nothing's permanent, right? So I know that this isn't going to last forever. I know there will be something different. I don't know what it's going to look like, and honestly, I don't care, because there's nothing I can do about it other than do my part, So in thinking about, well, there goes a rant, thinking about healing powers and healing energy, again brings me back to how could I be part of the solution? How could I be a source of good for others? What can I do to take care of myself so that I can show up for people, so that I can show up for my friends, so that I'm not drained at the end of every day? How can I be the best possible version of me? And if that means I gotta, sit home and feel some feelings, then yeah, I'm all about it, because I want to continue to grow. And I think that's a pretty incredible gift. I was just talking with a friend before this, actually, about our perception, right? And she mentioned something about feeling trapped. And the more we see ourselves as the victim in this, the more we see ourselves as trapped versus, we have choices. We can go outside. We can do these things. There's consequences to all of our actions, but I'm not a victim to what's going on in the world, and I'm not trapped. I have choices. I can make decisions, but I choose to be free today in my thinking, and in my beliefs, and it's just all about when I'm down and out, I try to reach out to other people because it gets me out of my funk, and there's where that exchange of energy comes in. There's where those healing superpowers come in, because when I reach out to someone else to get out of my own funk, they not just help me get out of my funk, sometimes I could help them too, right? And there's that exchange, that connection that is so very important and so very needed. So just different thoughts to challenge your thinking, maybe. Or maybe I've just gone on a rant today and you didn't get much use out of what I said. I'll blame my allergies for the brain fog. Yeah, think about, I always like to leave with some kind of thought. So I would offer up, or I would encourage you to think about how you're contributing to improving the world. And I know, right, me and my dreamer fairy tale, but really, how can we better unite, band together, support one another? What are we contributing to life and to the world and to the situation and those around us, as opposed to sitting in the darkness, right? And some of those negative feelings that sometimes just take us deeper and deeper, and away from ourselves, away from appreciating the beauty, right? Moro, I love this mindset about being present-minded about all this. Yeah, I think that's, folks have asked, kind of, how are you getting through this? And it's not that I'm not affected, it's that I choose to have a certain attitude and a certain mindset, because I know there's not a single thing I can do to change the situation as it is, But if I stress out and if I'm constantly obsessing about it, which is very easy for me to do, right? But it just takes away from what I could contribute, takes away from my peace of mind. And because I get to have peace of mind in sobriety, I don't want to give that away, not even to the deepest, darkest corners of my mind. So just some food for thought. Challenge your thoughts, challenge if you're, I've noticed too, if I'm like firm in something, like, no, this is how it is, or like, no, I don't want to think differently. That's always a flag for me, for an area to explore further. So if you're fighting what I'm saying, maybe just take a look at it. Or maybe I'm not making sense. Take it or leave it, right? So, enough out of me. Buenas tardes, David. My horrible Spanish, attempt at Spanish. Good to see you guys. I hope everyone has a great evening. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Friday. Yay! Yeah, hope you do some self-reflection, and you're not the victim, and you're not trapped, and you do have choices, and you are free. So with that, I again hope you have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Reach out if you need anything, if you need to talk, if you need support, if you reflect on things and want to, I don't know, someone to talk nonsense with, give me a shout. I'm around. Have a wonderful night, you guys. And that's it. Bye.